Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about your God ordained future husband is protecting you. So this word is coming from a dream I had a couple of weeks ago, but the part in the dream that I'm going to share in this video, um, I was standing somewhere. I don't know where I was at. I can't remember, but I was standing somewhere and I began to look up only to see these two dogs running towards me, right? And as they were running in my direction, my spouse came and he stood in front of me, right? And he was shielding me from these dogs. And so, even though the dogs was running in my direction, when stood in front of me, the dogs they didn't bite him. They stopped. They just backed off and they turned away, right? And so we already know dogs, when you look up dogs in scripture, dogs are never good when they're showing up in your dreams. Dogs represent evildoers, sorcery. It can also represent hypocrites. It can also represent those who have that prostitution spirit in them. It's never good, right? And so um God highlighted this to me in my dream, and I know why, because this was one of my requests. God know my past, and He know what I've been praying concerning, right? And so I want you all to understand and know that if your future husband, if he's not already doing it, God is going to move him into protecting you. And this protection can look like now your spouse is now standing up for you, right? Or now your prodigal spouse is coming, like he's walking himself out of covenant with the kingdom of darkness, right? He's no longer hanging around the very people who were hating on you or who didn't like you. He's not hanging out with the enemy anymore, right? That could be another form of protection. Um, but understand and know that this is one of the things that God told me in the beginning that He was going to do in our man. When I started God ordained marriage, God began to tell me that He is forming our man into God ordained Adams. Okay. He said, for the women, He said, I'm making the women into suitable helpers. And for the man, whether you a prodigal or a believing husband, He said, I'm forming our man into God ordained Adams, where they will get back in position as head. They will be providers, and they will protect the women. Because that was one of the requests I kept pressing in to God. I was like, what about protection? What about protection? God, I was like, we see a lot of women out here who's not being protected. And God made sure, okay, to clarify, when He's done, He's going to move His God ordained future husbands or God ordained Adams into protecting His daughters. So be encouraged and get excited in knowing that, if it haven't already happened as of yet, God is going to move your God ordained husband into protecting you. Okay. So with that, I am Tequila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.